Hello everyone, this is Rick. Welcome to episode 1 of the Rajput series. In this video series, you will get detailed information regarding the Rajputs. And in today's video, we will discuss about the origin and culture of the Rajputs. As a disclaimer, I would like to say that videos in this channel do not contain any music or graphics. It will not be very entertaining because we make this with very limited resources. However, you will get a lot of information in a very detailed manner through these videos. Information which actually matters. You can also listen to it as an audio. So let's start with Rajput's origin and culture. Introduction to the Rajputs. The Rajputs' origins are a matter of great controversy, with varied theories and scant direct evidence. They are considered descendants of Vedic Kshatriyas, stressing lineage from the sun, Suryavanshi, or the moon, Chandravanshi. Some Rajputs claim descent through the Agnikula theory, which narrates their emergence from a sacrificial fire on Mount Abu. The term Rajput is a corrupted form of Rajputra found in texts like the Puranas and Harshacharita by Banavatta. James Todd suggested that Rajputs descended from the foreign tribes like the Shakas, Hunas, Kushanas, and Gujars who settled in India and merged into the Hindu society. They formed a warlike class integrating foreign and Indian traditions. Rajputs aligned themselves with Hinduism, adopting Brahmanical rituals and re establishing their identity as Kshatriyas. Origins and controversies. Determining the origin of Rajputs is complex due to contradictory theories and lofty claims. James Todd linked them to invaders like the Shakas, Hunas, and Kushanas, who intermarried with Indian women. European scholars like William Brooke suggest Rajputs rose from post Kushana invasion around 480 CE. They integrated into Hindu society, adapting Brahmanical practices to gain legitimacy. Rajputs claimed genealogies tied to the Kshatriyas of the Vedic times, supported by Puranic references. Other theories state that Rajputs were indigenous tribes elevated through Hindu rituals like the Ashwamedha Yagga. Pushwamitra Sunga's example reinforced their Kshatriya identity during the Mauryan decline. Inscriptions and epigraphic records trace Rajput families back to 9th and 10th centuries, aligning with Suryavanshi and Chandravanshi's traditions. Etymology of the term Rajput. The word Rajput derives from Rajaputra, meaning scion of royal blood in Sanskrit. It referred to rulers, warriors, and feudal chiefs mentioned in texts like the Puranas and Harshacharita. In Rajasthan, the term was applied to illegitimate sons of Kshatriya chiefs or feudal lords, Jaigirdar. Local traditions use the term for a distinct warrior class formed after integrating with foreign tribes. Rajputs utilized the title to assert dominance and reinforce genealogical legitimacy. Scholars argue the term gained prominence during the medieval period, distinguishing Rajput rulers from other Kshatriyas. It also appeared in inscriptions detailing their lineage from the sun, Suryavanshi, and moon, Chandravanshi. Foreign origin theory. This theory links the Rajput to foreign tribes like Hunas, Shakas, Kushanas who invaded India. These tribes settled in India post Gupta period and were absorbed into Hindu society through intermarriage. William Brooks' research connects the Gujjara tribe, which adopted Hinduism, to later Rajput families. Foreign invaders, including the White Hunas who attacked the Gupta Empire around 480 CE, formed the basis of Rajput clans. Rajputs were integrated into Hindu society by adopting rituals and practices like the Ashwamedha sacrifice. Their military skills, loyalty, and marital traditions made them prominent rulers during the medieval India. Scholars critique the foreign origin theory, emphasizing local genealogies and cultural assimilation. Agnikula theory. The Agnikula theory narrates that Rajputs emerged from a sacred fire, Agni Kunda, on Mount Abu. It identifies four clans: Chauhans, Solankis, Pratiharas, and Paramaras. The legend found in Prithviraj Raso by Chand Bardoi highlights divine intervention in creating Rajput warriors. The ritual aimed to purify and disintegrate foreign tribes into the Kshatriya fold. Brahmanical myth reinforced the social status of Rajputs as a martial class. Parashuram, an incarnation of Vishnu, is linked to this myth, emphasizing divine origin. Scholars like Dr. B. R. Bhandarkar argue the theory symbolizes cultural assimilation rather than historical fact. Integration into Hindu society. Rajputs assimilated foreign invaders into the Hindu society through strategic intermarriages and rituals. Practices like the Ashwamedha Yagya symbolize their acceptance within the Brahmanical traditions. Pushwamitra Shunga's reign, 2nd century BC, reinforced Kshatriya customs after the decline of the Mauryas. Epigraphic evidence from 9th and 10th centuries associates Rajput rulers with Suryavanshi and Chandravanshi clans. Foreign clans were purified through the Hindu rites, becoming part of the Kshatriya hierarchy. Rajput leaders adapted Hindu faith and practices to legitimize their rule. Historical references. The Puranas mentioned Rajput genealogies tracing descent to the Vedic Kshatriyas. Inscriptions from 9th and 10th centuries connect Rajput clans to Suryavanshi and Chandravanshi origins. Rulers of Bikaner, Mewar, and Jaipur claimed lineage from these dynasties. Chand Bardois, Prithviraj Raso glorifies Rajput heroics and their divine origins. The Hathi Gumpha inscription references Kshatriyas linked to Pushwamitra Shunga. These records solidified Rajput identity and reinforced their claims of superiority. Cultural identity. Rajputs are felt ideals of honor, loyalty, and bravery, central to their Kshatriya identity. They adhered to strict code of chivalry, valuing hospitality and protecting their clan's honor. Practices like the Khargvanda marked the initiation of young boys into warriorhood. Rajputs' idealized heroes from the Ramayana and Mahabharata, modeling their behavior on Ram and Arjun. Even during war, they demonstrated generosity towards their enemies. Loyalty to their chiefs and clans was paramount, often leading to internal feuds but ensuring unity during external threats. Military traditions. Rajput clans were trained in archery, swordsmanship, and horse riding from adolescence. The Ashwamedha Yajna symbolized their dominance and territorial expansion. Rajputs participated in constant warfare to protect their kingdoms from invaders. Traditions like Jauhar and Shaka were practiced to preserve their honor. Clan rivalries often weakened their political strength but reinforced their martial tradition. Rajput resistance to foreign invaders like Mahmud of Ghazni is well documented in Indian history. Pushwamitra Shunga's example. Pushwamitra Shunga, a prominent Kshatriya ruler, performed the Ashwamedha Yajna to assert his dominance. His reign marked the revival of Vedic rituals and Kshatriya traditions after the Mauryas. The Hathigumpha inscription references similar Kshatriya rulers in his era. Pushwamitra's actions reflected the continuity of Rajput warrior values. His example is often cited in discussions about Rajput origins and Kshatriya customs. Genealogical records. Genealogies link Rajput clans to Sun, Surya Vamsha, and Moon, Chandra Vamsha dynasties. Inscriptions from Jaisalmer and Kutch highlight their descent from mythological figures. These genealogies played a crucial role in legitimizing Rajput rule. The Mahabharata and Ramayana served as foundational texts for Rajput ancestry claims. Rajputs often relied on these records to assert their superiority over rival clans. Significance of the Agnikula theory. The Agnikula theory emphasizes Rajputs' divine origin, linking them to a sacred fire, Agnikunda, on Mount Abu. Four principal clans Chauhans, Solankis, Pratiharas, and Paramaras are believed to have emerged from this fire. This narrative, mentioned in Prithviraj Raso by Chand Bardoi, showcases the Brahmanical tradition of integrating tribes. The Agnikula ritual served as a symbolic purification, granting Rajputs the Kshatriya status in the caste hierarchy. Parashuram, a Vishnu avatar, is said to have initiated this ritual to create warriors. Scholars like V. A. Smith view the theory as a blend of mythology and political necessity for legitimizing Rajput clans. This myth highlighted Rajput valor and reinforced their status as protectors of dharma, righteousness. William Brooke's contributions. William Brooke, a European scholar, proposed that Rajputs originated from foreign tribes like Shakas, Hunas, and Kushanas. He argued that these tribes integrated into Indian society post Kushana invasions. Brooke emphasized the role of Gujjara tribes in creation of later Rajput clans, citing their adoption of Hindu customs. He noted that Rajputs embraced Brahmanical practices and redefined themselves as protectors of Hindu traditions. This theory suggested Rajput clans emerged as a result of cultural synthesis between invaders and indigenous Kshatriyas. Brooks' views were widely accepted by European historians but critiqued for their lack of local context. Dr. V. A. Smith's views. Dr. V. A. Smith described Rajputs as a mixed race combining indigenous Kshatriyas and foreign elements. He argued that Rajputs became a distinct occupational group focusing on governance and warfare. Smith highlighted the influence of Hunas, Shakas, and Kushanas in reshaping Rajput clans. According to him, the Rajputs adopted Hindu rituals, including temple building and sacrifices, to solidify their identity. Smith criticized the Agnikula theory as a symbolic attempt to legitimize Rajput clans. He noted that Rajput genealogies often blended mythology with historical claims to assert superiority. Modern scholars appreciate Smith's work but critique his reliance on foreign origin theories. Rajput military practices. Warfare was central to Rajput identity, with rigorous training in archery, swordsmanship, and horse riding. Rituals like the Khargvandha, binding of the sword, initiated boys into martial traditions. Rajputs participated in Ashwamedha yajnas to establish dominance over territories. They resisted invaders such as Mahmud of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori, defending their forts and kingdoms. Clan loyalty ensured cohesion during battles but also led to internal feuds. Practices like Jauhar, mass self immolation, and Shaka, last stand in battle, symbolize their commitment to honor. Rajput clans often fought over resources and political control, weakening their collective strength against larger empires. Conclusion: Rajputs emerged as a prominent martial caste during the medieval India, blending Vedic foreign and local traditions. They trace their ancestry to Kshatriyas, foreign tribes, and mythical origins like the Agnikula fire ritual. Rajput contributions to governance, warfare, and Hindu culture solidified their position in Indian history. Genealogies, inscriptions, and literary works reinforce their claims of high status and divine lineage. Despite internal disputes, Rajputs maintained a strong cultural identity, defending dharma and their territories. The legacy of the Rajputs endures in Rajasthan, where their forts, rituals, and traditions continue to inspire. Their story reflects resilience, valor, and ability to adapt to changing socio-political landscapes. So that was all about the origin and the culture of Rajputs. Hope you have liked the video. In our next video, we are going to discuss about the governance and economic and social structure of the Rajput people. So please stay tuned for more upcoming videos on the Rajputs. Thank you for your love and support.